good. And I am not fearful for the challenges that are ahead because I know who provides for me. Brethren, I want to let you know, and I'm sure you know, that it is not the bank account that you have down in RBC or Scotia or whatever that is sustaining you. Huh? It's God who is sustaining you. And when money is taken away and money is scarce, God still can provide. For that matter, God doesn't need money to provide for his people. If God was able to send bread out of nowhere and feed 2-point-something million people, what kind of God is he? So in the scarcity of flour, God is able to give us something superior to flour. So don't be afraid and don't be nervous by what is coming. The Bible told us that in the last days, things are going to get bad. In the last days, the heart of man is going to become more and more treacherous. And man will sit and devise evil plans to destroy the lives of other human beings. But the Christian need not worry about tomorrow because we know in whom we believe. And so it's not our government that sustains us. It's not our jobs that sustain us. Yes, we go and God arrange it in that way that we work and so on. But in the event things turn and we are sent home from our jobs and the economy crashes and there's nothing for us, do we become fearful like those who don't believe? No, we continue to trust in him who is able to provide all our needs. Why? Because everything belongs to God. For those who brag about what they have, just remember, everything belongs to God. Everything. And so whatever man creates, he needs what God created first to create something. He needs the intuition and the brain power that God gave him to create. So without God, brethren and friends, we are nothing. Now let's talk a little bit. We have come out of a very trying situation, all right? And it looks as though we are coming out to go into another one. But what have we as Christians learned? What have we learned from all that took place within the last 2 years? Do we still intend to go down the road the same way? Haven't we recognized, brethren and friends, that there's a paradigm shift and that we are getting closer to the second coming of Jesus Christ? Haven't we yet encountered the gospel? Why is it that in 2022, we who say that we have the truth still continue to be like the world? And when I say like the world, I know the first place we go is dress and all those things. I'm not talking about that. The mindset that we have, how we view one another. What's our phone calls like? Are we using our telephone to encourage or to pull down? Let's talk, brethren. What have the last 2 years done for us? Are we the same? When we call up one another, what do we say to one another? Are we still gossiping and having bad mind towards one another and all those things? In this time, brethren and friends, when nobody knows what the next minute is going to be like, it is time for us as God's people to be changed by the gospel. And you don't have to like me for saying it, but I have to say it, and at the end of the day, my conscience would be clear with God that I said it to the brethren that we have come to a time that we must be changed by the gospel. Because there's a world out there looking at us. And hear what Jesus says. Hear what Jesus says. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples. If, the word if is a very small word, 2 letters, but it is very loaded. If you have love one for another. So if you love someone, you will never find it to destroy that person. Come on, am I talking the truth, brethren? You will never punch holes in their character. And you will not look for things to criticize in them. But you will fulfill the word of God that says, if you see your brother what? Overtaken in what? Ye which are spiritual will do what? Restore. Brethren and friends, we have come to a time when we have to face the truth about ourselves. We are a people who claim to be the remnant, but the hallmark of remnancy is love. And love does not cut down. Love does not condemn. The only thing love condemns is hatred. Love builds up, and love looks out for. Today, we want to have a little discussion about a very